Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video, I have discussed about that Onchange. With the Onchange method, how can binding this data and visible that our input field dynamically on here, right? So now I want to make the same things. I want to apply the same things for right now. I want to use our this username field. Okay. So if you want to use that username field in our states, so into the states area, I just simply added our username. That means whatever the name you will put in your input field area, because when you are working with the multiple field, into the multiple field, there might be as a name, username, email, right? So how can working with this username? I will show you. Like here, I name our states name as a username. And now here I have also created one of the method as a change data. That means there is a change data, and our array function, I just added that our event, that means our this event, all the data, and let and the variable. That means I take one of the variable as a val, and here there is e target value. So before I have used that value, so now I want to use our this name. That means this input field name, I just name it as a name. Okay, that means from here I want to get all that our username data. That means I put some of the note for you, then it will be helpful to you. That is will be our username. And then also I want to take our all that value. Okay, so I want to take all that value. So better I take another let, and I take another variable as a my value. Okay, I just take as a my value into the my value area with this event. That means the event, all the target data. So with this event target, and with the event target, I added that value. Okay, that means all that our value I just get on here. That means the getting value. Okay, the getting value means our this input field area, all that value. Okay, whatever the things we will put on here, that all that value I want to get it, and I just take the things with this variable as a my value. So now we have to pass it. We have to pass it in our this and the set states. That means into the set states, if you want to pass it, now it will be little bit different. So here you have to change it. So here first of all you have to define with our array. Okay, so I just simply second bracket and then our array. Okay, so here we have to pass what? We have to pass all that our username data. This username, all the data, I take the things with this variable, and here we have to pass it in with our this all that value, which actually are getting all that value from our this input field area, right? So now first of all here we have to pass it. That means our this username field data, and then I into the username field all that value I want to get. So that is I get the things with this variable as a my value. So now after that here we have to pass it. So I just simply pass it. That will be our my value. Okay friend, that means here I just simply set all that our value. Better I put some of the note in particular that area. I just want to set it. So that means set the value set on the state. Okay, so value set on the state on particular that position. So I just set it with our this method as a set states method. And now I want to visible it. So if you want to visible it right now, you can visible it with our this username. So now I just simply use that our these states and the username. So now if you click as a save all, and now if you refresh it, and now if you add it again as a guardian, yes, you can see it's not perfect. So right now I'm using that our field name, that means the input field name as a username, and I just make the things states as a username. And first of all I get all that our username field data, that means this username, and then I get all that our this username field, all that value data, and I just take the things with this variable. Then in our set we have to set it. So as I told you, there is a value set on the states. We have to set this value in our states area. That means into the states area. So into the states area I pass our all that username first. That is our username. That means the targeted name field. So that is our targeted name field, and then I just pass that value. So that is our value. I take the things value and take the things with this variable, and here I just simply pass it, right? And now I want to visible it. That means into this position I set our states, and I just take the things with this property name as a username. So into the states name, here we have to declare it. Into the states I just simply declare our field name as a username. Okay friend, So that's how you can actually create both of these. You can define with the property, and rather than if you want to display that with the name, that means your field name, you can define it. I hope it's very much clear to you. So in the next video, I want to discuss about if you want to add that multiple field, how can working with this. In our next video, I will show you that things with a live example. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.